Yes, that's right, guys. This is my most prized possession, my ultimate collection. Um, yeah, as you can tell, the size comparison, this is just a quick Back to the Future review that I'm doing on this 1/15 scale model from Back to the Future Part 3. And man, let me tell you, this guy here has a lot of detail work on this. And it is huge, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because um, this is bigger than the Sunstar in with comparison. Because I had this one for like, well, 10 years, as you can tell, and it's already missing like a few parts here and there. It's missing the mirrors and half of the bars and over here, yes, and even the Mr. Fusion as well, which is kind of sad because I tried to keep this in mint condition, and as you can tell, if you had a Sunstar, or if you do have a Sunstar model like this, you know, everything in here is pretty much kind of cleaned because I keep it that way. And the doors, they don't stay up anymore unless if you put super glue. See? Yeah, unless if you put like super glue on here, the doors will stay open and you can just slowly shut the doors down. I've lost the mirrors on both sides, by the way. Yes, literally. And this Back to the Future DVD that I have right here, before I talk about this, I've had this since a few years ago, before it came out, or when it came out on stores, and I was like, yes, awesome. And the reason why, because it has Back to the Future ride, and I was like pretty stoked about that. So yes, Back to the Future ride is like one of my favorite rides of all time. There's a DeLorean of the nice little backdrop right there of Doc and Marty. So anyways, I'm planning on getting the HD Blu-ray version of Back to the Future, and it's going to be pretty sweet. So yeah, this is the 1/18 scale model, and this is the 1/15 scale. So there's a nice little backdrop that it came with, and I was like, awesome, very awesome. And there's a DeLorean time machine right there with Doc and Marty and the horses trying to get up to 80 miles an hour. But that never worked because they were trying to find ways on how fast they can bring, to go back home in the year 1985, excuse me. So, let's talk about the review on this guy right here. Very nicely well done detail. I love the way how everything is all prepped up. Everything in this vehicle, they did a really good job on the LED lights here on the bars, or I forget. Well, yeah, but I'm gonna do even though this thing has 3 settings, as you can tell. Once you open up the hood, you're gonna basically, you see where it says try and off and play mode. So we're gonna put that in play mode, close the hood. I love about this part right here, because you can see the all the parts that Doc put in the 3rd film before he went to the west. Marty went to the west, and yes, everything is all here. If you're wondering if the vehicle is weathered, yes, it is. It does have its own little colorings here on top of the doors, and right here is kind of brownish because it was driving on the dirt. Right there represents this, which is another cool feature about that. Including on the overall tires here. Yes, it's on like the same way as it is on here. On all the tires. I love it. And also for the front hood as well. So you can pretty much find that in any spot except for the back, but it's a little bit weathered on the back because that's how Diamond made it. So let's open the doors. yes, everything is there. You can see the upper console and whatnot like that. Can you see it? Yeah, it's right there. Very cool. And yes, you can even see the flux capacitor as well. Oh, by the way, you can even see kind of a weather detail here on the mirror, on the windshield, because it's on the desert dirt, you know, because it's the same way as it is on top of this car as well. So I like it. It's really detailed, and it looks like it's been dirty that way, because it's not like, you know, when you first take it out of the package, it's going to be like really dirty. But no, it's just how it's like designed that way, which is kind of cool. So it does have lights and sounds. The interior of the dashboard does light up, including the flux capacitor, and the time circuits here, yes, they do light up too as well. Let me demonstrate that for you by pushing this button right here. So what I like about this button is that you hold it down for at least 3 seconds. Ready? Watch. And the backlights do light up, as well as the front lights. And then time circuits. And the flux capacitor. Aw, yeah. Very cool. So let me show you. This is the part where it's coming through the screen, getting chased by Indians, which I love. And the other sound, let me close that. The door's open. That's cool. And the back lights and the front lights, as you saw. Time circuits on. You kind of love the, and the flux capacitor in the back there was fluxing. So we push the button again. Car starts. Lights in the front. And it does have the 2015 license plate, which is actually kind of messed up during the years it's been time traveling. And yeah, as you can see, it's stuck in the year 1885, and all of it here in the previous year, 1955, when Doc and Marty was finding the DeLorean on the map. So that's how it all started. So, before I make this video too long, I don't want to make it too long. Yes, if you're wondering about Mr. Fusion, it does come with it in a separate packaging in the box. And a nice little cool feature about this is that it does come with a little backdrop, which I like about that. And you can see the little flames on the bottom because it went time travel. So, what you could do, you could take off the Mr. Fusion. The thing about this one here is that it breaks easily and it bends a lot. So maybe I could put this one on here, huh? Nah, it's too big. Come on, seriously. So yeah, you can put this just like that. You can take it off, and then you can take it back, put it back on, or you can turn it around and make it just like the Back to the Future ride. Yeah. So that's how I had it originally before. So both of the doors, they do open up like that, as so. And on the inside there, you do see the plutonium gauges. Let me flip that around like that. Yes, you do see the plutonium gauges there, which is kind of cool. So let's start up. And the dashboard does light up too as well. That sound was the one where the DeLorean's going downhill and speeding it to go up to 88 miles an hour. So yes, everything does light up, including the time circuits, which I find pretty awesome because you can even see how well detailed this is and everything in the back here. And I just love it. I just love their truthful work about this amazing masterpiece here on the DeLorean Back to the Future Diamond 1/15 scale model. So let's just push one more button. And yes, that is the part where the car does not start and then Marty hits his head on the steering wheel. So that way the car will start and then it'll drive. Then it resets itself back to the Indians. Pretty awesome. So onto the overall tires. I really do love the way how the overall tires are. It's not completely white like the 1/18 Sunstar scale model, which is kind of lame, but it should be. But I do like the way how it's weathered and everything else and the details of this. It's kind of amazing. So yes, even the side you'll find here is kind of weathered, and you know the front hood does open, and this part right here is the battery compartment, and that little switch is the part where you turn into tri mode. You know, when you first buy it, it's just a demo, and then you turn off so you can save your batteries, and then you turn it to where it says play, and then basically that'll just reset the whole entire car, and then next thing you know you'll be like all set to go. I have the box down there because it's a huge box, and yes, it is a 1/15 scale time machine. Back to the Future Part 3. Oh yeah, I love it. So sorry if this camera is all kind of like blurrish, but yeah. So well, anyways, there you have it. If you're planning on buying this, it's $39.99 plus tax, but it's really nice and I love it a lot. And I still love this guy too because it's stainless steel. I mean, come on, you can't beat the stainless steel compared to the 1/15 scale model, even though that doesn't have a front logo, but yeah, and this one does. That's the issue about it. See the logos and out of time license plate. So yeah, you can even see that it has this part too as well, which I love a lot. So this video is 13 minutes long, and I try not to make it that long, but I think it's longer as it is. So I'm gonna see you guys later with another time travel. I'm gonna do that right now. We're having some technical difficulties. Oh, it's on off mode. Hey, hey. Alright, you guys. I'll see you all later. And this is your friend in time, Jason. So please feel free to go comment, rate, subscribe if you like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll be checking back with you soon. Alright, laters.